Have you ever wondered why a friend of your age, who eats moderately, doesn't smoke, and walks every morning, can still have a sudden heart attack? Is it because of age or because of diet? The truth is, not all heart-healthy foods are really effective for people 60 and older. Some seemingly harmless vegetables lack important nutrients that protect blood vessels, regulate blood pressure, and reduce bad cholesterol, 3 key factors in preventing heart attacks. California-based cardiologist Eric Langford, MD, once said, "I had a patient who ate a lot of vegetables, but all the wrong kinds. After changing a few specific types in just 90 days, his blood lipids and blood pressure improved significantly." In this video, we'll dive into the top 10 vegetables that have been proven to reduce the risk of heart attack in people over 60, based on doctor advice, centenarians, and recent medical surveys in the US and Europe. Vegetable number 1, kale, king of leafy greens. If you thought kale was just a trendy trend among young people, think again. A 2023 survey by Tufts University found that older adults who consumed kale at least 3 times a week had a 22% lower risk of cardiovascular disease than those who didn't. Kale is rich in vitamin K, which helps prevent calcium deposits in the walls of blood vessels, thereby reducing the risk of atherosclerosis. In addition, it contains the antioxidant lutein, which protects both the eyes and the circulatory system. Dr. Langford's advice: if I had to pick one vegetable to start my heart regimen with, I would choose kale. But don't sauté it in too much oil. Steam it or add it to a salad. Vegetable 2, spinach, a natural source of magnesium and folate. Spinach is on most heart health recommendations, but few people over 60 understand why. Spinach is high in folate, which helps reduce homocysteine, an amino acid directly linked to heart attack risk. It's also rich in magnesium, a mineral that helps regulate heart rate and lower blood pressure. Joan Miller, 68, of Arizona, shared, "I used to have a rapid heart rate when I was anxious. After eating spinach regularly, combined with deep breathing exercises, my heart rate has stabilized significantly." Suggested use: boil or lightly cook soup. Avoid cooking for too long to preserve nutrients. Vegetable number 3, broccoli, warrior to destroy cholesterol. According to the American Heart Association, broccoli is one of the most effective vegetables in removing bad cholesterol from the blood vessel walls. Interestingly, broccoli contains the compound sulforaphane, which helps the body activate natural anti-inflammatory enzymes, thereby reducing stress on the blood vessel walls, the main cause of high blood pressure and heart damage in the elderly. A study in Canada on 200 people over 65 years old showed that the group that ate broccoli 4 times a week reduced LDL cholesterol by 17% after only 2 months. Doctor's tip: steam or lightly boil. Do not fry with a lot of oil, which will destroy the valuable compound sulforaphane. Vegetable number 4, celery, natural lower of blood pressure. Celery is more than just a soup flavoring. It contains phthalates, a group of natural compounds that help dilate blood vessels and lower blood pressure. Dr. Mark Davis, a hypertension specialist in Boston, once emphasized, "We found that just 4 stalks of celery a day can lower blood pressure in elderly patients with mild disease." In addition, celery is also a mild diuretic, helping to reduce pressure on the heart without causing severe dehydration like Western medicine. Suggestion: drinking celery juice mixed with cucumber and a little apple will make it easier to drink and reduce the characteristic strong smell. Vegetable number 5, fresh garlic. Although IT is not a leafy vegetable, but do not ignore IT. Garlic is not a leafy green vegetable, but it has a stronger effect on the cardiovascular system than many other vegetables. Allicin, the main compound in fresh garlic, has been shown to dilate blood vessels, fight inflammation, and reduce total cholesterol. Although it may smell, Dr. Langford says, "I have a 74-year-old patient who reduced his blood pressure medication in part by eating a clove of raw garlic every day. along with dietary adjustments. Note: garlic tablets should not be used in place of fresh garlic, as the effectiveness is greatly reduced. Vegetable number 6. Beetroot. Increase blood circulation. Reduce blockage. Beets are a dark red root vegetable that is often underrated in the Western diet. But recent medical research has ranked beetroot among the most powerful heart-supporting vegetables. The reason is because beets are rich in natural nitrates, which, when entering the body, are converted into nitric oxide, a substance that helps dilate blood vessels, lower blood pressure, and improve blood flow to the heart. We found that elderly patients who drank beetroot juice 3 times a week had significant improvements in systolic and diastolic blood pressure within 6 weeks, says Helen Carter, Ph.D., a nutritionist at the University of Michigan. Beets also contain betaine, a substance that helps clear blood vessels of homocysteine, reducing inflammation and the risk of blood clots. Tip: you can juice beets with carrots and ginger or lightly boil them and eat them in salads. Vegetable number 7. Collard greens, protecting veins and spleen cholesterol. Long-lived African Americans in the southern United States often consume collard greens, and modern science has explained why. This vegetable is rich in vitamin K1 and insoluble fiber, which can reduce cholesterol absorption in the intestines and prevent blood clots due to calcification of the blood vessels. A 2020 study at Emory University, Georgia, showed that people over 65 years old who eat collard greens at least twice a week have a 25% lower rate of carotid artery blockage. Unlike bok choy or lettuce, collard greens need to be cooked thoroughly. However, if lightly stewed with olive oil and garlic, it is both easy to digest and effective in protecting the heart. Vegetable number 8. Asparagus prevents blood clots. Asparagus is not commonly found in the daily diet of the elderly, but it contains asparagine, an amino acid that has a mild diuretic effect, reducing pressure on the circulatory system. More importantly, asparagus is rich in vitamin B6 and folate, 2 nutrients that help metabolize homocysteine in the blood, thereby reducing the risk of blood clots, the leading cause of stroke and heart attack in the elderly. Internist Linda McCarthy in Oregon shared, "I once had a 72-year-old female patient with unstable blood pressure. After adding asparagus to her diet 3 times a week, her blood pressure was more stable without having to increase her medication." Tip: steam or lightly grill. Avoid deep frying to preserve B vitamins. Vegetable number 9. Onion, anti-inflammatory, and platelet inhibitor. Similar to garlic, onions are not often considered a main vegetable, but have a strong impact on cardiovascular health thanks to the compound quercetin. Quercetin is an antioxidant that can inhibit platelet adhesion, naturally thin the blood without the harmful effects of anticoagulants. In addition, onions also have anti-inflammatory effects on blood vessels, supporting people with coronary artery disease or atherosclerosis. A report from the U.S. National Institute of Nutrition in 2021 showed that people who consume onions live an average of 2 years longer than those who do not, mainly due to improved circulation and reduced cardiovascular complications. Suggestion: use raw onions in salads or cook them with stews and light soups. Vegetable number 10. Cooked tomatoes. Fresh tomatoes are good, but cooked tomatoes are really rich in lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that helps lower LDL cholesterol and protect blood vessel cells from damage. Lycopene from cooked tomatoes has the potential to reduce the risk of recurrent heart attacks by up to 20% in patients over 60. Dr. Samuel Green, a cardiologist in Florida, wrote in the American Heart Journal, "Lycopene is more stable when released from tomatoes under heat. So, tomato soup, homemade tomato sauce, or lightly sautéed tomatoes in olive oil are the best ways to get it." Tip: avoid canned tomato sauces that are high in salt or added sugar. Eating vegetables to prevent heart attacks is not about eating a lot. It's about eating the right way. You may have started adding kale, spinach, or beets to your meals after the first 2 servings. But there's a more important question. Are you eating them the right way to maximize their heart benefits? According to a 2023 survey by the National Institute of Nutrition, more than 70% of older adults prepare vegetables incorrectly, causing them to lose beneficial compounds, especially antioxidants and B vitamins. Dr. Michael Reeves, a cardiologist in Washington State, asserts, "I have seen many patients say they eat salad every day, but their blood pressure does not improve. When reviewing the preparation method, This section will show you how to combine, cook, and eat vegetables properly, helping to protect the heart, lower blood pressure, and control cholesterol in people over 60 years old. 1. Combine vegetables with good oil, helping absorption of nutrients more strong. Some nutrients in vegetables, such as vitamins K, E, and lycopene, are fat-soluble. If you only eat boiled vegetables or salads without oil, your body will absorb poorly. For example, lycopene in cooked tomatoes is better absorbed when accompanied by olive oil. Vitamin K in kale, collard greens requires oil to dissolve. Dr. Reeves's suggestion: a teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil mixed with salad dressing can help absorb 3 times more nutrients. Absolutely avoid animal fats and refried oils, as they increase bad cholesterol. 2. Do not overuse juice, especially with fiber-rich vegetables. Many seniors drink beet or celery juice every day, thinking that it is the best. But juicing removes fiber, an important part of cleaning blood vessels and controlling blood sugar. Dr. Emma Lee, a clinical nutritionist in San Francisco, advises, if you drink beet or carrot juice every day and throw away the pulp, you are losing the ability to regulate blood sugar and control cholesterol. Solution: juice only 1 to 2 times a week. Prioritize eating cooked, steamed, or chopped vegetables mixed into salads. 3. Don't overcook. High temperatures destroy beneficial enzymes. Some vegetables such as broccoli, spinach, asparagus, if cooked for too long, will lose up to 50% of their vitamins and natural anti-inflammatory properties. For example, sulforaphane in broccoli only exists if steamed lightly for about 3 to 4 minutes. Folate in spinach breaks down quickly when cooked above 90 degrees Celsius for a long time. Expert recommendation: steaming or quick stir-frying in a non-stick pan with a little olive oil is the best way. Avoid stewing or deep frying. 4. Don't forget the spices. They also protect the heart. Vegetables such as onions, fresh garlic, and celery can be enhanced when combined with natural heart-healthy spices such as turmeric, anti-inflammatory, cholesterol-lowering. Black pepper increases the absorption of curcumin in turmeric. Fresh ginger improves circulation and slightly reduces blood pressure. 95-year-old Walter Jenkins in Colorado shared, "I always add a little turmeric and ginger to my vegetables. The doctor said my blood pressure is better than many people in their 60s. 5. Prioritize eating vegetables at noon or evening. The biological clock determines the effectiveness. Few people know that the time of eating vegetables also affects the effectiveness of protecting the cardiovascular system. According to biological rhythms, blood vessels dilate the most in the afternoon. Eating vegetables at that time helps better absorb blood pressure regulating and blood vessel cleansing substances. A study at the Mayo Clinic Institute showed that people who eat vegetables mainly at lunch and dinner have more stable blood pressure levels than those who eat a lot of vegetables early in the morning. Avoid methods of preparing that kill the benefits of vegetables. Many older people cook vegetables in the traditional wartime way, which is very salty, or greasy. Common mistakes: cooking vegetables in salty, high-sodium meat broth, sautéing with butter or animal fat, dressing salads with mayonnaise or industrial dressing. All of these methods eliminate the effect of vegetables in reducing cholesterol and blood pressure. Dr. Melissa Young, Cleveland Clinic Center, warns, it's not enough to just eat vegetables. You can be destroying your heart if you season them the wrong way. 7. Eat a variety every week to keep your heart comprehensively protected. Each vegetable has its own role. Beets, increase nitric oxide. Kale, reduce atherosclerosis. Onions, anticoagulant. Tomatoes, antioxidant. Therefore, eating 1 to 2 types repeatedly is not enough. Elderly people should plan to rotate vegetables during the week. For example, a 7-day schedule. Monday, kale salad plus salmon. Tuesday, steamed asparagus plus brown rice. Wednesday, celery soup plus boiled beets. Thursday, broccoli sautéed with garlic. Friday, stewed tomatoes plus collard greens. Saturday, steamed spinach plus boiled eggs. Sunday, mixed salad with raw onions, ginger, turmeric. The core principles include: combine vegetables with healthy oils like olive oil to increase absorption. Avoid overcooking and keep the natural fiber intact. Don't use too much salt, industrial broth, or butter. Eat at noon or in the evening to increase effectiveness. Rotate many types of vegetables during the week. Each type protects a different heart function. 3-day Mediterranean menu. Anti-heart attack formula for people over 60. You already know 10 types of vegetables that are good for the heart. You also know how to eat properly to absorb maximum nutrients. But an important question remains: what should I eat every day? How much is enough? And how to combine them properly? Many people over 60 try to follow a healthy diet, but they run into problems like lack of energy due to eating too little protein, feeling bland and having trouble maintaining it, worrying about not getting enough nutrients for the heart and brain. Cardiologist Henry Baldwin, who has followed over 1,000 elderly patients for 15 years, said, "The hardest thing is not prescribing medication, but helping patients maintain a diet that they find reasonable, palatable, and easy to follow." In this section, you will receive a sample 3-day menu based on the Mediterranean and DASH principles, 2 diets that are endorsed by the American Heart Association as the best for people over 60. Basic principles of the Mediterranean diet. Prioritize fresh vegetables, whole grains. Use olive oil instead of butter or animal fat. Increase fatty fish. Eat less red meat. Reduce salt and sugar. Drink enough water and eat a variety of vegetables every day. Do not skip meals. Prioritize foods rich in anti-inflammatory substances. DAY1. Increase blood circulation and lower blood pressure. Breakfast: whole grain oatmeal cooked with almond milk. Add a spoonful of chia seeds and a few slices of banana. 1 glass of warm water with 1/2 spoon of beetroot juice. Lunch: kale salad mixed with olive oil, ripe tomatoes, roasted almonds. 1 slice of whole grain bread. Grilled sardines. Dinner: celery and onion soup, seasoned with turmeric and ginger. 1/2 cup brown rice. Steamed asparagus plus soft-boiled egg. Doctor's note: just the first day properly, you will feel a clear lightness in your body. The next morning blood pressure may have dropped a few units. DAY2. Lower cholesterol and cleansing blood veins. Breakfast: boiled eggs with steamed spinach. 1 slice of whole wheat toast with avocado. Unsweetened green tea. Lunch: lightly sautéed collard greens with olive oil and garlic. Grilled salmon. Barley soup plus carrots. Dinner: cooked tomato salad. Grilled or steamed onions. 1 glass of unsweetened oat milk. Nutritionist suggestion: Day 2 helps improve LDL cholesterol levels. People who eat cooked tomatoes for 3 consecutive days often feel lightheaded, reducing blood vessel tension. DAY3. Anti-vascular inflammation and increase heart endurance. Breakfast: spinach plus, banana plus ground flaxseed smoothie. 2 slices of whole wheat bread with berries. 1 glass of warm filtered water. Add a few drops of lemon. Lunch: steamed broccoli mixed with Dijon mustard and lemon. Sliced boiled chicken breast. Brown rice plus stewed lentils. Dinner. Steamed beetroot salad, sprinkled with roasted sesame and olive oil. Turmeric plus celery plus carrot soup. A small kiwi or apple for dessert. Notes from a long-lived person. Margaret Lawson, 92 years old, Illinois. Shares. I have been eating almost the same menu for more than 30 years. No blood pressure medication, no heart disease. Every day, I just need enough sleep and eat vegetables properly. Simple tips to help stay on this diet. 1. Cook 2 days in advance. Prepare steamed vegetables, salads, tomato sauce in advance, so you don't have to waste time each meal. 2. Use small bowls and small plates. This makes portion control easy without having to count every calorie. 3. Change up 1 to 2 dishes each week. No need to change the whole menu. Just rotate the vegetables, for example. Replace kale with spinach, collard with broccoli. 4. Eat with friends or family. Eating habits are easier to maintain when you have a companion. Many people over 60 give up just because they eat alone and lack motivation. Advice from doctors after 3 days of menu. Dr. Henry Baldwin affirmed, in just 72 hours, elderly patients who eat this way can reduce blood pressure, sleep better, and feel lighter. From there, they can easily persevere to turn it into a long-term lifestyle. You have just experienced a simple, easy-to-make 3-day menu, but it has the ability to reduce blood pressure from the first day, stabilize cholesterol after a few days, help blood circulate better thanks to selected vegetables. More importantly, this regimen is not too expensive, does not require functional foods, does not require sudden changes in living habits. 5 mistakes that destroy your heart even if you eat the right vegetables. You may have added the right vegetables, prepared them properly, and even followed the standard Mediterranean menu. But if after a few months you still feel tired, your blood pressure is unstable, or your doctor still warns you about high cholesterol, you may be making mistakes that silently destroy your heart without being directly related to food. Dr. Sarah Hullman, a cardiologist in New York, commented, I have had patients who eat very healthy, do not smoke, do not drink alcohol, but are still at risk for heart attacks because they have ignored other factors such as sleep, exercise, stress, and monitoring medical indicators. In this final section, we'll look at the 5 most common mistakes people over 60 make, even if they eat right, and how to optimize their lifestyle to protect a healthy heart in the next 5 to 10 years. Mistake 1. Sleeping too little or too much. Many older adults think that 5 hours of sleep is enough, or the more sleep the better. Both are wrong. A 2022 study from Harvard University found that people who sleep less than 6 hours or more than 9 hours per night have a 32% higher risk of heart attack than those who sleep 7 to 8 hours. Too little sleep increases the hormone cortisol, which constricts blood vessels and increases blood pressure. Too much sleep slows blood circulation and increases visceral belly fat, a risk factor for the heart. Solution: sleep 7 to 8 hours per night. Go to bed and wake up at the same time. Avoid drinking tea, coffee, or using electronic devices 1 to 2 hours before bedtime. Mistake 2. Not exercising every day. You don't have to jog or go to the gym. But sitting too much and moving less causes poor blood circulation, making the heart work harder, thereby increasing the risk of stroke. A survey by the U.S. National Institute on Aging shows that just 20 minutes of light walking a day can reduce the risk of heart disease by 25% in people over 60. Dr. Victor Nguyen, a cardiac rehabilitation specialist, advises, I tell my patients, just walk around the house or garden or go up and down the stairs every day as long as the body is active regularly. Simple suggestions. Walk after dinner for 15 to 20 minutes. Do stretching or light yoga in the morning. Avoid sitting for more than 45 minutes at a time. Stand up and stretch. Mistake 3. Prolonged stress without release. Have you ever felt your heart beat faster when you're worried? That's a normal reaction. But if stress lasts for a long time, the sympathetic nervous system is overactive and the heart will be under constant pressure. A survey from the Mayo Clinic in 2021 found that elderly people who live alone and are often anxious have a 1.8 times higher risk of heart attack than those who control stress well. Signs of silent stress. Often wake up between 2 to 4 a.m. Often think negatively. Worry about the future. Loss of interest in things you used to love. Stress management measures. Meditate for 10 minutes every morning. Practice deep breathing 3 times a day. Meet friends, take classes, participate in group activities. Mistake 4. Not check important indicators regularly. Even if you eat well, exercise regularly and sleep well, if you don't know your blood pressure, blood sugar, cholesterol, and heart rate, you won't be able to adjust when there is a problem. Dr. Sarah Hallman emphasized, I have seen patients with very high total cholesterol who didn't know it because they hadn't checked for 3 years. They only found out after an angina attack. The numbers you need to monitor every 3 to 6 months. Blood pressure should be below 130/80 mmHg. LDL. Cholesterol below 100 milligrams DL. Fasting blood sugar below 100 milligrams DL. Resting heart rate 60 to 75 beats a minute. Practical tip. Write down your readings every time you measure. Use a home blood pressure monitor 2 to 3 times a week. Schedule a checkup with your doctor every 6 months. Mistake 5. Trusting supplements more than real foods. Many older adults use supplements to support their heart, such as omega-3 capsules, garlic capsules, vegetable capsules, etc., but neglect to eat real vegetables and real fish. A 2023 study at Stanford University confirmed omega-3 from fish is absorbed 2 to 3 times better than from capsules. Fresh garlic has a more pronounced blood pressure lowering effect than tablets. Experts' conclusion. Prioritize real, varied, fresh foods and use supplements only when clearly prescribed by a doctor. 3 secrets to keeping your heart healthy after 60, shared by long livers. 1. Eat 3 types of vegetables every day. Incorporate at least 1 green leafy vegetable, 1 colored root vegetable, and 1 anti-inflammatory vegetable too. Make exercise a gentle habit. Don't force yourself to exercise heavily. Just maintain 20 to 30 minutes of light exercise every day. 3. Connect socially and stay positive. Join a club, play with your grandchildren, talk to friends, listen to soft music, read books, all of which help reduce stress and stabilize your heart naturally. The final message. Your heart doesn't need expensive drugs if you eat right, sleep enough, exercise lightly, and live positively. You have in your hands the nutritional and lifestyle map to protect a healthy heart. Start today, because it is never too late to live long and healthy.